Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be updating you on some more current and latest news, a bit more things updated now in the press. As I said, apparently now Liverpool and Chelsea are reportedly interested in 28-year-old Javier, what's his name? Javier Pastore, Javier Pastore, that's it, age 28 years old. Apparently Liverpool and Chelsea are interested in the player, but apparently the press are actually now reporting regarding Javier Pastore that apparently he's allowed to leave Paris Saint-Germain in January, and he could be available for £26 million. Apparently Liverpool and Chelsea are monitoring the player because obviously considering the amount of money PSG had spent in the August window, like Mbappe, they're structuring that deal, plus with a name at £196 million. PSG still need to offload some current players, to avoid financial fair play regulations. So he said he could be up for the move in January for £26 million. It says Liverpool and Chelsea are monitoring the player. He's made nearly 2 century appearances now for Paris Saint-Germain. He's been at Paris Saint-Germain since 2011. I think this is his 6th or 7th season in the process. He's made 2 century appearances, made about 165 appearances in Ligue 1 with Paris Saint-Germain. He's also an ex-Parma player as well, where he made about 69 appearances, and Paris Saint-Germain had paid nearly £40 million for him back in 2011. This season, he has scored twice as a Javier Pastore. Last season, he made 15 appearances in League One, didn't get his name on the score sheet, but he's an attacking midfielder. I think he can also play on the winning well, but he's strong, he's quick, he's energetic, he's good in the air, he's strong, he's good at passing the ball, he's lethal, as I said, he's distinctive in his play, his link-up play is very, very good, his passing ability is very, very good, and looks a decent attacking midfielder, and he's won quite a few honours with Paris Saint-Germain as Javier Pastore. He's also won Serie A Young Player of the Year before as well. Keep telling me to rotate my device, as I said. But yeah, he does look a pretty decent player. So he scored twice this season as well. But yeah, looks a pretty decent player, and it says apparently Liverpool and Chelsea wanting to play, and he could have permission to leave Paris Saint-Germain in January. But obviously Paris Saint-Germain are still interested in Alexis Sanchez. They may be willing to actually offload one of their players for what's his name, Alexis Sanchez, because Paris Saint-Germain are still monitoring him. Arsenal are still looking for alternative replacements for Alexis Sanchez and Ozil as well, because it looks like they're going to be going. Arsenal, I think, would rather cash in on the players, rather than letting go free next summer. It still says Chelsea are monitoring Alexis Sanchez as well. It says still Chelsea are actually monitoring the player as well, Alexis Sanchez. But Paris Saint-Germain, were heavily linked to Alexis Sanchez during the window. They've invested a lot of money in the August window. It still says Man United have got an interest, but I can't see United getting him. Bayern Munich had an interest in the window. A lot of teams are interested in getting the pursuit of Sanchez. So I still think, Manchester City spent a lot of money in the August window. They're playing competitive and playing very, very good football this season. And they're looking to add Sanchez in the mix with Aguero, Gabriel Jesus and all that at Manchester City. So I still think Manchester City has still emerged actually as a front runners to get Alexis Sanchez, because Alexis Sanchez, who, risen up the ranks from underneath, as I said, he's made over century appearances now since he's been at Arsenal Football Club. The relationship and Pep Guardiola, between Sanchez and Pep Guardiola, the relationship is very, very good. They bonded fantastically well together at Barcelona, and he scored 24 goals last season, did Alexis Sanchez, and he was demanding £400,000 a week. This is basically why PSG didn't get him in, because they wasn't willing to meet that 400,000 he was demanding. He turned down £300,000 a week from Arsenal Football Club, and he just said he wanted Champions League football. It all said AC Milan were monitoring Alexis Sanchez. They're willing to put £75 million bid in. That's a lot of money considering, Arsenal only paid £35 million from Barcelona. But I think, as I said, Arsenal would rather cash in on Alexis Sanchez because they've got Lacazette, who's doing very, very well for them. Him and Sanchez as a partnership, looked very, very good. To be quite fair, he's still giving it all the best is Alexis Sanchez for Arsenal Football Club, even though he's going to go in January, because obviously it'll become a 3 transfer next summer, and he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. But obviously, you know, Arsenal are still eyeing out replacements for Alexis Sanchez. You know, Julian Draxler's on the radar. I think, you know, they've had a couple of other players on the radar as well. So they've had a couple of other players on the radar. You know, Julian Draxler's been an Arsenal target. As I said, another good player. Could PSG maybe will to offload him? I don't really think so, because PSG only bought him in January from Wolfsburg. As I said, they paid £40 million for him, and he signed a 4-year deal with PSG. And as I said, you know, he's a very, very good player, very, very good in the Confederations Cup as well. Was Julian Draxler. He's strong, he's quick, he's tenacious, he's compassive, he's good in the air, he's very, very good with both feet. You know, he recently ranked with Schalke very, very well. He performed well with Schalke, made his debut in 2011 with Schalke, and made nearly 2 century appearances and scored 30 goals in the process, and made 17 appearances, scored 4 goals last season. I think he scored 1 or 2 this season as well as Julian Draxler. So he is, you know, a player. You know, he may find it hard to get first team football week in, week out, you know, due to the amount of money PSG have spent, but he's still only young, and I think he wants to get first team football week in, week out, and that's another possible Arsenal target for the replacement as well. So that's what you got to take into consideration. So I was saying Liverpool and Chelsea apparently interested in Javier Pastore, age 28, nearly made 2 century appearances now in Liga 1 for PSG since arrival in 2011. PSG had paid nearly £40 million, but he did say he's allowed to leave in January, and it's a reported price tag that PSG are holding of £26 million, and he has scored 2 goals this season in the process, and he made 69 appearances for Palmeiras in his couple of years there as well in the current process. He also won Serie A Young Player of the Year as well. But obviously, you know, for Liverpool and Chelsea's perspective, you know, obviously, you know, for Liverpool, you know, they're not converting enough chances. You know, they're lacking at the back, our Liverpool Football Club, and they still, you know, need to reinvest, and Klopp needs to reinvest into the team, because for me, Liverpool still need number 9. Liverpool still need someone at the back as well, in my opinion, because, you know, they're leaking quite a lot of goals, the Liverpool Football Club, and to see where the problems lie, as I do keep saying. You know, Chelsea, you know, spent quite a bit of money. They're doing pretty well this season. They lost to Manchester City, of course. But Conte, as I said, you know, Conte, it was only in the 2nd year of his 3-year deal he signed with Chelsea, obviously quoted out, you know, he wasn't satisfied with Chelsea's current transfer window in August, so he's disappointed that he missed out on key targets. There were still reports from Italy stemming that he could actually go back to Serie A, could contemplate. I think he's trying to resist that by trying to go for Alexis Sanchez and possibly still make a move for Alexis Sanchez as well. So Chelsea still admit they're interested. Chelsea, obviously, they've got Morata that's been in form for them. He's a very, very good player. Proved it, you know, with Madrid. Proved it in Italy as well. But obviously, he's injured now, so they're lacking ideas up front. So they're targeting another couple of players. Obviously, Chelsea's Alexis Sanchez was Chelsea's main priority target, wasn't it? You know, during the transfer window, it was Chelsea's main target. Chelsea, in the process, I think, had 2 bids turned down from Juventus. As I said, he's an ex-Porto player. He's Alexis Sanchez did well with them, won honours with Porto. I think he made about 87 appearances for Porto. He's an ex-Santos player as well. He was on loan with Santos. And now it's his 3rd season in the process of Juventus, and he's won quite a few honours with Juventus. But he's strong, he's quick, he's fit in his play. He's good at beating oppositions one-on-one as well. He's creative, he's agile. As I said, he can play anywhere on the left flank, Alex Sandro. So yeah, Chelsea are monitoring to make a move for him in January, and they're convinced they can get a $60 million deal wrapped up for Alex Sandro. But I think Juventus want to actually secure Alex Sandro a new deal. I think he scored 3 goals last season in 20-odd appearances as well, did Alex Sandro. So they're planning to go for Alex Sandro, which basically was their main priority target, was Chelsea Football Clubs, as I said. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, for Liverpool, from Liverpool's perspective, as I do keep saying, they've got a team they've got a very, very good attacking team. They can prove they can score goals. A team that's never won the Premier League, that's basically their goal. They're not going to do it, in my opinion. They're not strong enough. But For me, Liverpool, as I do keep saying, since they basically lost Suarez and that, I said Liverpool have not really been the same team, but they have got quite a few players on the radar, because obviously Liverpool in the window, they haven't been very consistent since that 4-0 win against Arsenal. They've been drawing a lot of games, haven't been scoring enough goals in the process, and they've been poor. And for me, Liverpool have lost Origi, Liverpool have lost Saka, Liverpool could still lose Emre Can, Liverpool could lose still Coutinho in January, so they're going to have to think of replacements for them. With the Emre Can situation, I do keep saying, it did actually say Juventus had a slight interest in Emre Can from Liverpool Football Club. What? Alright. From Liverpool Football Club, basically, this had what had been said in the current process. So what had been said is that Emre Can, who is actually an ex-Bayern Munich player, Emre Can can play as a defensive mid, he can play as a centre-back, he can also play as a full-back. He was part of the Germany team that won the Confederations Cup as well. All in all, in the Premier League, he's actually made nearly century appearances in Premier League. I think he's made about 92 appearances and scored 7 goals in his I think his fourth season now with Liverpool Football Club. Emre Can's or something like that. And he's made over 100 appearances in all competitions since his arrival with Liverpool Football Club. He's an ex-Bayern Munich player where he won quite a few honours. He was mostly, actually, he's still only young. He was mostly in the reserve team with Bayern Munich, and he made about 30-odd appearances for the reserve team. Then got into the Bayern Munich first team for a bit. And then actually went to Bayer Leverkusen, and then for just one season, Liverpool had bought him, I think, for nearly just £10 million. Emre Can, but he's made an impact since he's come to Liverpool Football Club, and he made 32 appearances last season, scored 5 goals. But apparently, Juventus were actually willing to get I don't know if they're still interested. I would talk that Juventus were actually interested. I think the CA has come out and basically said he's disregarded that Liverpool will let Emre Can go. He's coming to an end of his deal. I think Liverpool are still in the process of trying to secure Can a new deal. But I think he actually was demanding a release clause if he is to sign a new deal. But obviously, Liverpool were not willing to meet this. So, and obviously, especially, if Naby Keita, obviously they've got that confirmed. Whether he's going to be arriving in January to Liverpool, whether he's going to be arriving next summer, I don't know. But there's some press reporting saying he could actually go to Liverpool in January, depending maybe depending if RP Leeds progress to a Champions League competition, depending on how they progress this season. RP Leeds, we did say Liverpool had paid a premium. It is a 48 million lease clause, but whether they progress to a Champions League RP Leeds pick or not, Liverpool are going to be paying add-ons as part of the deal for the 48 million pound release clause. I think he is going to be signing a 5-year deal, whether it's going to be January or next summer. But if they get him in January, obviously it's overscheduled and it is 6 months earlier than it originally announced that it was going to be signing in July next summer. Was Naby Keita, but very, very good at dynamic box-to-box midfielder, as I said. So that could, if he does arrive in January, that could actually see Emre Can leave Liverpool Football Club as well. And there's also saying rumours, about Philip Coutinho from Liverpool, saying that Barcelona apparently now are preparing to put a £97 million bid in for the player. I think this is actually including add-ons as well as part of the deal. I think it's 97 million. Yeah, I think it is, I think it is. It is. I think it is, yeah, £97 million, because we know that was Barcelona's main priority target, during the transfer window, Coutinho was Barcelona's main priority. Liverpool had turned down a 72, an 89 and 114 million bid from Barcelona, but since he's been at Liverpool Football Club, Coutinho, it's his 5th season in the process, he's become one of the most creative, as I said, agile, midfielders in world football, basically, Coutinho, so he's progressed, risen up the ranks fantastically well, he's an ex-Inter Milan player. You know, he's an ex-Espanyol player as well. He's Philippe Coutinho, and he's now basically made about over a century appearances, scored about 36 goals in the league and assisted 13. He got 14 goals and 7 assists last season. I think he scored a couple this season as well. Very, very good for Brazil, but obviously Barcelona couldn't get the player because the owners of Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool board were not willing to accept any bids whatsoever off Barcelona, and there had been discussions between Barcelona and Liverpool in the process over this, but it never materialised because Liverpool were being ruthless regarding the player. But Coutinho put a transfer request in, but Liverpool had currently blocked this situation regarding the player. But he's still a very, very essential player for Liverpool Football Club. Makes a massive impact in that number 10 role. Does what? All right, does Felipe Coutinho makes a massive, massive impact in that number 10 role for Liverpool Football Club. But Liverpool have still got other players on the radar. You know, they had Lamar they were interested in. They had two club record bids turned down from Monaco because Liverpool went for Lamar. Liverpool have now got Javier Pastore on the radar, just like Chelsea have. Liverpool have also still got Leon Goretzka on the radar, apparently. So Liverpool are still looking for to get players into their team that they basically need. But Philippe Coutinho, I do realise John is quick, he's agile, he's good in the air, as I said. So basically, you know, we will see what happens with that in the current process. But Coutinho did say that he does want to make the move because he'd elevate to a higher level. You know, he's a player of his club wants to win trophies, wants to play amongst better players, and this is what Coutinho wanted. But it never materialised because obviously three bids were turned down. Barcelona in the process of putting a fourth one in, and he's got a 5-year deal with Liverpool Football Club now as Philippe Coutinho. In the process. Wait there, I'll just go get my tea, guys, and then I'll be back upstairs. So I'm back. Yes, so I was saying, where was I now? Yeah, on the Philippe Coutinho situation. So we'll see what happens with that in January as well. But yeah, the way this season's going for me, as I do keep saying, I think Lukaku's doing very, very well for us. You know, 11 goals in all competition, nearly hit a century of goals now in the Premier League. You've got Lacazette, that's very, very good for Arsenal. Did very well, you know, with Leon as well. And for me, you've got Morata's been doing well for Chelsea. Javier and Jesus, who are the flourish of Manchester City, as I said. You've also got, you know, Harry Kane for me. He's the best striker for me now in the world. He's progressed very, very well to that level. Kane has actually said he's not disregarded of a Spurs exit. So he said he's basically happy at the club. Is Harry Kane? He is happy at Tottenham Hotspur, but he has not disregarded it at all. He's not said much about his future. So he hasn't basically disregarded an exit from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But he did say he basically doesn't have no intention of leaving. He is happy with Tottenham, but he said he hasn't really decided on his current future. So he's not really sure, you know. But he hasn't basically said that he will not make an exit from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So this is what Harry Kane had said. You know, the player that's hit over a century goals now for the Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. As I said, 8 odd goals in the Premier League, 2 in the Champions. Whoa! Yeah, I know. How did he score? It was 2 in the Champions. No, 2. Yes, 2 in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund. Hat trick in the Champions League as well, and 2 against Huddersfield. And they're doing very, very well away from home this season. They've got good players such as Dele Alli, Harry Kane. They've got a very, very good team. It's just their Wembley form, you know. They just need to start picking up form at Wembley because they haven't won at Wembley yet this season of Tottenham. And last 3 seasons, as I did say, you know, Tottenham have been very, very consistent. And, you know, they've been very, very lucky. But it did actually say that Real Madrid are not bothered, really. Will they even tempt to go for them? Harry Kane, they're basically not bothered about his price because he's going to be worth over a lot more than 100 million. You're probably considering nearly 200 million pound if you do want to get the pursuit of Harry Kane at your club, the player that's won the Golden Boot for the last couple of years, a player that's already scored 6 goals in the Premier League this season. All competitions he scored 11, I think, as well. But for me, comparing Kane and Lukaku's pretty hard. I think Kane's better, but I think Lukaku's got a couple of better attributes than Harry Kane, if I am going to be quite honest with you. So yeah, it's very, very interesting as well in the process. So basically, what else was I going to update you on today? So yeah, with the Arsenal situation, I do say, I think they're aware that Sanchez is going to go. They're aware that Ozil's going to go. And Arsenal, you know, they've got Wenger that's got a 2-year deal with the club, who's been there over there. He's been there for years and years and years as Wenger. And he's done well, you know, during his time. He's won quite a few trophies with the club, as I said. But yeah, but Arsenal, as I did say, you know, they haven't been the same team, as I do keep saying, you know, they haven't been the same team since basically since the 2004 when they won the Premier League title. You know, they went undefeated all season when you had the likes of Henry there. We had the likes of Bergkamp there. We had the likes of Perez, Lundberg, Vieira. That's when Arsenal were the team to watch, and they still do play good football. You know, they still do play good football. They can pass the ball very, very well, but they haven't been the same team since they had all them players. They just haven't been the same team of Arsenal. They were consistent in 2006, 2007, but I think for about at least 5-6 years, Arsenal have not been on the same level, you know, as they used to be as well. But they've got plans. They need to reinvest, you know, for the departure of their players that lost in August. They generated a lot of money, but I think they're aware Sanchez is going to go. Ozil's going to leave because obviously last couple of days, as I said, you know, he's been heavily linked with a move to Manchester United as a Ozil in the process. So what it said is, it mentioned that United was still interested in Sanchez. It mentioned the relationship between Mourinho and Ozil back at Real Madrid, because he had 3 fantastic years at Real Madrid, did Ozil and Jose Mourinho, you know, in the process. So he won quite a few honours with Madrid, did Ozil. He made over century appearances. He's made over century appearances now for Arsenal in the Premier League, but he's a player that's good at creating chances. He's good at providing assists as well as Ozil. It did basically say, it come out that the contracts have stalled, that the talks between Arsenal, Ozil and his representatives saying that the contract talks have stalled. So it says they're basically nowhere near, Arsenal nowhere near coming to an agreement of securing Mesut Ozil a new deal with the club. It also mentioned he's unsatisfied with Arsenal. You know, he was demanding a higher wage as well, was Mesut Ozil in the process. You know, he was in Bundesliga for 5 years. He's won 3 FA Cups now in 4 seasons with Arsenal Football Club. But I think Arsenal, as I said, would rather cash in on Ozil in January rather than let him go through next summer in the process. So could he be Manchester United's possible next signing in the process? So we'll just have to wait and see. But that's been leaking out in the press in the last couple of days. It said Inter Milan had also had an interesting news Ozil as well in the current process. So we'll have to wait and see what Man United's next sign is. I said we still need a winger. I think we still need someone at the left back. But I think so far Rashford's performing. You know, he's got goals, got assists. Martial's forming, got goals, got assists. Good to have 2 United talents. Ashley Young, you know, stepping up at that left back position. Lynn's done very well this season for us at the left back position. You know, Bailey and Jones complement each other at centre back fantastically well. Lukaku's doing well for us. Matic is doing well in the midfield of us. Fellaini's doing fantastically well in the midfield of us. We've nearly secured him a new deal as well in the process. So yeah, very good to see is that. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on my channel. If you do, consider subscribe, press the like button, and take it easy. And I'll see you on my next video, guys. Bye.